In Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, you were once again thrown to choose BJ Blazkowicz, the main protagonist of the last game. During the first game, you were hunting down a main antagonist called Death's Head. In this game, you were hunted down by Frau Engel, who you had let's say, a small run-in with during the previous game. But during that run-in, you severely fucked up her face, killed her boyfriend. I think it was a boyfriend. I don't know. It was all fucked. It was a fucked up relationship. And she's now gunning for you. She wants your head. Now, the main objective of the game is to liberate the USA from Nazi control. The Nazis have taken control of the USA with the help of the Ku Klux Klan, who you can see roaming around a suburban town when you go to Roswell. Now, how were the Nazis able to take control of the USA? Basically, they nuked almost half the country. They nuked half the country. You get to go to New York, a nuclear fallout zone. It's just absolute rubble. But throughout the game, you get to explore more of BJ Blazkowicz's backstory. It's amazing. His backstory is so damaged. He's a damaged character before we even met him in the first game. He had a rough childhood. His father was a prick to him. His father is also a racist. He just didn't like anyone. He beat his mother. He made him kill his dog. His dad was a downright cunt. And you confront him in the game, which is probably one of the best scenes in this whole entire game. It's one of the best scenes in the whole entire game. The conversation between BJ and his dad is phenomenal. The dialogue, the emotion, the hatred you can just feel emanating off both characters towards each other. It was a phenomenal scene. Now, the characters are the main driving point of this game. They all have their own story arcs. You have Anya trying to come to terms with how BJ's acting towards her, trying to be withdrawn from her because he knows he's dying, so he's trying to give her a better life without him in it already. You have Wyatt, who I chose to survive in this game because I had him survive in the previous game. He has one of the best character arcs in this game. His arc from being a broken shell of a man at the beginning of the game to just absolutely pouring his emotions out, trying to get away from everything, try and get away from this hell of a world that's ruled by Nazis, that you can't do anything, you can't win this fight. He's trying to get away from it, and he's just breaking down. And Sigrun, who is Frau Engel's daughter, who betrays her mother because she doesn't want to be a Nazi. She doesn't want to be a Nazi. She doesn't want the Nazi tag on her. So she joins this group to help him out, trying to shake the Nazi tag. She may be a German, but she doesn't agree with the objectives that they are trying to reach. She doesn't want to be a Nazi. She doesn't want to be roped in with that group. And she continues to try to shake off that tag throughout the whole entire game, continue being put down by some of the group because they see her as a Nazi. And she's not a Nazi. She continues to reiterate that. And towards the end of the game, she stands up to some of these characters and earns their respect. And she's able to finally be accepted by the group. Then you have Frau Engel, who is one sadistic bitch. She really is. She's a great antagonist to BJ Blazkowicz. A great antagonist who's smart, cunning, and just pure fucking evil. How she taunts him every step of the way. She's a really despicable character, and you actually hate her every time she's on the screen. But she does a damn good fucking job of it. Now, the gunplay, the guns sound fucking amazing. There's not many guns here. Let's just say that. There's not many guns. There's probably 7 or 6, plus 3 heavy weapons, so there's about 9 weapons in this game. So there's not a very good mixture of weapons. You only find yourself using maybe 3 or 2 weapons. You'll probably end up using the pistol once you get the silencer, the shotgun, and the more powerful assault rifle. Maybe sometimes you use your power weapon that you get from each storyline, or maybe use your grenade launcher handgun sometimes, but you're mainly using 4 to 3 weapons at most. And there is an upgrade system. The upgrades, you can upgrade scopes, upgrade a better clip magazine, more power, add silencers, add more fuel. It's just normal upgrade system. Not much to see, not much to do. just your basic upgrades. Now the settings of the game look fucking phenomenal. From the nuclear fallout zone of New York to the Nazi controlled and Ku Klux Klan controlled Roswell to the poverty stricken New Orleans to some of the airboxes like in the air on the big ships or even on Venus, for fuck's sakes. They all look phenomenal. This game looks really good. Now what can I say about the enemies? The enemies, they're fucking hard to fight. I'll say that. You will die a lot in this game. They do a lot of damage and a lot of damage really quickly. You'll just see your shield and have to plummet if you're not finding cover and playing smart. Because you better be ready to die a lot. Even on the second easiest difficulty, you will die a lot. But the enemies, I found the enemies pretty fun to engage. They flanked you, they hoarded you in numbers, they rushed you. They were very good enemy AI, had a very good enemy AI, and it was fun to engage with some of these enemies. Now for my final thoughts. I thoroughly enjoyed Wolfenstein the New Colossus. I had an absolute ball with this game. The game takes about, it could take about 8 to 9 hours. Now, with a game like this, you don't need multiplayer, because the story is that fucking good. If you have a good story, it just shows you that you don't need multiplayer to sell the game. And this is what the Wolfenstein series does best. Since Wolfenstein the New Order, and Wolfenstein the Old Blood, and Wolfenstein the New Colossus, they haven't had multiplayer. You know why? Because they have such a good story, built up by the characters. I have thoroughly enjoyed this game. I have loved every minute of it. For my final score of Wolfenstein the New Colossus, it's a 9.5 out of 10. I fucking love this game, and I fell in love with the New Order. Didn't play the Old Blood, but jumping into the New Colossus, it felt really good. It felt really good just to mow down and kill Nazis. That's what this game does best. Just kill some Nazis. It does everything right. Story, characters, gunplay, the setting. It does everything right. This is what a first-person shooter needs to aim to be. Have a good story, have some good characters, have some good gunplay. You don't always need multiplayer. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, maybe even subscribe. But until next time guys, I'm Carl Tander, and I'll catch you later.
I've been a lawyer a long fucking time, and I know a motherfucking conspiracy when I see one. Now, okay, I'm not saying it's space aliens, right? But it goes without saying it's fucking space aliens. So, I got a nuke in this here fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Cool it.